Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. As I said before, I was going to use YouTube to teach, but here's what's going to happen. If I feel that there are images that I need to put or images that you need to get, even if I add it to the video, I'm going to also send it in the class. So let's dive in. Today we're going to be talking about the basics. Actually, we're going to talk about types of food. As we all know, at least I hope everybody does, there are 6 classes of food. You talk about carbohydrates, protein, fats, oil, water. And in these 6 classes of food, we have them coming into each other. So ideally, right, the females are supposed to eat 2,000 calories. An adult female, mind you, is supposed to eat 2,000 calories. Males are supposed to eat 2,500 calories. The first thing you have to know for weight loss, if you are eating to lose weight, the first thing you have to know is that you have to be in something called a calorie deficit. What do I mean by calorie deficit? Calorie deficit means your food is not going to be, okay, I'm an adult female, I'm supposed to eat 2,000 calories. So instead of eating 2,000 calories, I'll decide to eat 1,000 calories, 1,500 calories. And it's 2,000 calories, yeah, it's 2,000, 1,500 instead of the whole 2,000 calories. Now, if we now talk about that, we're now going to talk about the different classes of food. We start from carbohydrates. So usually when we say carbohydrates, we have people think that carbohydrates are just so we talk about rice. This is rice. Oh shoot. So this is rice. So we talk about rice. Some people will tell you, oh, gari. So what's the essentials called farine? Some will tell you, let's see, yam, what they call provision in the grenadines. Some will tell you yam. Some will also tell you, people tell you different things, but basically I understand that I have gotten to understand that our understanding of carbohydrates is very limited. Carbohydrate is not just rice. Carbohydrate is not just farine or gari. Carbohydrate is not just yam. So these foods actually intertwine together. I don't know how to, I'm going to try to break it down. So it's like they are joined together. You cannot actually separate them completely from each other. Now, the food may have maybe more carb than protein, more protein than fat, or more fat than carb. That's how it works. But for you to say this food is purely carbs, that is something that is very rare to achieve. But for example, let me bust your bubbles. Did you know that these beans, this is beans, let me show you. Yep. So if you look at my plate, you see beans, you see corn, and you see rice. Now, did you know that these beans that you are seeing here is actually carbohydrates? I bet you didn't. Neither did I until I took the course. And I felt a lot of people don't know this, and that's why we are here to learn. So we have beans, we have lentil peas, we have chickpeas, and we have something called quinoa. Sorry. So this is something called carbs and proteins. Then we have proteins and fats. We're talking about our nuts and seeds. So the peanuts, what we call the granules, talk about pumpkin seed, all those are fats and proteins. Then talk about something that is carbs and fats. You talk about your pastries, remember? You talk about your muffins, and you could probably also add your cake, basically. So those are carbs and fats. Then we're going to now talk about what are carbohydrate foods. Fruits and vegetables, dairy, starches and sugar. Everything is carbohydrate. It's just how much carbohydrate is in this food. Let's dive in. We have three types of carbohydrates: monosaccharides, disaccharides, polysaccharides. Monosaccharides means one type, so we're talking about our glucose, fructose, galactose. Disaccharides, we're talking about our sucrose, lactose, maltose. And for our polysaccharides, we're talking about those that are, is like the mono and the di come together to make the poly, so lots of carbohydrates in them. So we're talking about starch, cellulose and glycogen. And this class is actually absorbed slowly. Now you have to remember that all carbohydrates give same amount of energy, but their rate of absorption differs. So your monosaccharides get absorbed very fast because of course they are single. I mean, I would expect one piece of rice to pass faster than lots of rice, but yes, because they are single. Then the disaccharides, of course, are next, and then your polysaccharides come next. So, fun fact, did you know that your Coca-Cola 500 ml is equivalent to 53 grams of sugar, and that 53 grams of sugar in your Coca-Cola is equivalent to 3.5 slices of bread? Did you know this? Well, I don't know if you did, but if you didn't, you are knowing today. And then that's it for carbohydrates. Next, you want to talk about how much carbohydrates should you really eat. And that's when we talk about something called the serving size for carbohydrates. Serving size is like a standardized amount of food. It may be used to quantify recommended amounts, as is the case with you know, when you look at your nutrition facts label, this is this has sugar in it, but I'm going to use this is mayonnaise. Yep, I'm sure you can see mayonnaise. So if you look at the back of this mayonnaise, I don't know if you guys could see this, I wish you can, but if you look at it, somewhere here we have serving size 1 tablespoon. And we're being told that the amount per serving is 100 calories. So 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, this particular one, because there are different types of mayonnaise. This is I think this is, yeah, this is normal mayonnaise. We have the low fat mayonnaise. We have different types of mayonnaise, but of this particular mayonnaise, there is calories of 100 in it, and the serving size is 1 tablespoon. So that is the serving size for that mayonnaise. So to me, this video is already too long. I'm going to stop here, and we're going to discuss the serving size of carbohydrates in another video. Stay tuned, and please, if you learned anything, feel free to recommend this video, this page to your friends. Let them join in and let us all learn together. See you guys in our next video.